Wait.
I was freak out about
You walk in. This is what you see.
their own children hitting themselves in the face
It just
with garage tools.
that's what you see. And you're like,
Oh my god,
now this first video is something that we kind of all inherently knew. I mean, even if you didn't think you knew it, you knew it. You know what I'm saying? It's like influencers, you know, they kind of a disease, a dis-ease, you know, in society. You feel me? Here, we have a video here by Sydney Watson. Shout out to her. We're gonna check out this video, talk about it, see what's good, see what's great, see what's going on. No hate. Influencers are a disease by Sydney Watson. Links will be in the description below. Let's get it.
So the thing people don't know about climaxing is like you actually have salt in your tears. So what I do is I take the tears and I put it in my hair and it's almost like sea salt.
Climaxing?
It's not funny stuff.
I think
See, now you can't stop crying because it feels to me it sounds like your body is getting used to you crying for like, well, climaxing. I'm guessing you try to make yourself cry however you can, and like as men, like we have, I think we have like inherent like kind of like walls built up. You know what I'm saying? So that we're not always in our feelings, and that we can like handle, you know, pushbacks. That we can handle, you know, some shit that's definitely not supposed to make us cry. But if you're cry maxing, it feels like you're trying to tear down the walls of what would make you cry, so that you can have an easier time of crying, and so you can take the salt from your tears and put it in your hair. It sounds like you're becoming a bitch. I ain't gonna lie, fam. That sounds I can't get on board with that one. Can't get on board with that one. I'm guessing that's look smashing as well. It's probably a part of look smashing. Like I get the bone smashing, and definitely I understand getting in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Get your muscle up. You get your gains. You feel me? I barely get the bone smashing. I definitely don't get the mixing meth with acrylics, whatever it is, that fat dissolving shit, and putting that into your cheeks or whatever. I definitely don't get that. But cryomaxing, that's way out. Nah, bro. No, I don't think people should be doing. I don't think men should be doing that.
I think it's more than likely that collectively so many people are getting stupider.
Influencer fatigue is coming. Influencer fatigue is coming. Look smashing fatigue is coming.
Hi, my name is...
You know what fatigue you will never see? A fatigue of weed from me. Or Snoop Dogg. Or Wiz Khalifa. Okay, oops, wrong button. Let's get it.
Sydney, welcome back to hell. Before we get into this video, I just want to make note of the fact that I looked at my home screen here on YouTube before, and there were three long form videos and everything else was short. So I'm sure that
you see that monitor? That's just bigger than the size of her head. How wide is that? Yo, imagine playing like, I got a wide monitor too. I don't think it's that wide, but imagine playing like League of Legends or Fortnite on that shit. Damn.
You guys have noticed
like
that for long-form creators, it's getting harder and harder to reach our audiences. Videos are not getting out there. Things are quite suppressed. And it's hard. It's hard on...
And Gen Z kids have a very, very short attention span. So if you're not like constantly changing something in the video that you're making, that you're putting on YouTube, something's not constantly moving and changing around, then you're probably gonna lose a lot of those potential audience anyway.
The platform at the moment, and if you ask your favorite creators, they will probably tell you the same thing. So as long as YouTube is going to push shorts and make it quite challenging for long form creators, my only request here is leave a comment on this video if you like it, give it a like if you like it, or subscribe to the channel if you like me. And if you do subscribe, make sure that you...
I'm already subscribed, Sydney. You're cool. You're cool in my book. I'm gonna reserve my like though. I gotta see the video.
Turn on notifications so that I can actually reach you, and hopefully YouTube will stop unsubscribing people from my channel. I'm sorry that that's happening.
By the way, everything she said, apply that shit to me. Also, for a hot second, like when you're trying to get monetized on YouTube, you have to have 3,000 valid watch hours, right? Cool, perfect. For a while, I had like 15,000 valid watch hours, and then YouTube started shaving it down. I'm down to like 1,139 or something like that. I don't know if it's gonna go up or down. I think it's done like being shaved off. I don't know why it was, but yeah, if YouTube is deleting her subscribers, that sucks. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing to do with that's yeah, that's got nothing. I got nothing compared to that. But yeah, I'm just noticing that shit's going on within the YouTube space. That's all.
These videos do take a lot of time to make, and I really like it when they get seen, so obviously the way that you can help, not just me, but any creator that you like, is by engaging with us. It means a lot, and yeah,
True.
Let's do the video. Although I have been making content for many years now, actually, I hate being called an influencer because I don't want to be lumped in with these people.
We just walk around. What? No, you can't get my number. No, you can't get my number.
There's no one there, nigga.
Faking fans is
Damn. My nigga said, my nigga put him straight. He said, hey, stop acting, bro. Stop. Be real. He said, nah, bro, we don't.
You can't get my number. No, you can't get my number.
There's no one
Stop.
there, nigga.
faking fans.
God damn, right? He just outed you. Outing you. I love that shit.
Definitely
You deserve that.
2026 behavior. I won't lie. I actually talked about this exact topic back in 2023, and since then, this plague of influences has only gotten worse, metastasizing like a cancer through society. Back when I initially covered this, I gave a lot of people a pass because we'd just come out of lockdown, TikTok had sort of newly taken off, I mean it was gaining momentum, and people were looking to fill a void in their lives by making themselves the main character in their lives. But since then, I'm sure like a lot of you, my goodwill towards these people has been used up, my understanding.
Bruh, yeah, nah. If I see that shit in the streets, I'm gonna punch somebody. I think I'm gonna get physically violent with somebody if I see that shit in the streets. I don't know because the fatigue is coming.
Hinting is more or less gone, and watching the trends get worse, watching these people become more and more awful towards other regular people in society, the more irritated
Jack Doherty, Giant Somali, Vitali.
I become. Somewhere along this road, it seems that a ton of young people decided that they wanted to try their hand at internet fame, and now we live in a world where absolutely nothing is off limits. We apparently live in a world now where oversharing is completely normal, and everything, and I mean everything, is filmed for views, including speeding insanely on side streets in order to make content to post on social media, because, you know, who cares if you kill other people as long as you get the views, right? Or spraying bug spray on food.
Oh my god, I'm so glad. Didn't this guy go to... Hold on.
If you kill other people as long as you get the views, right? Or...
Didn't this guy go to jail? Didn't he, like, get arrested? Isn't he in prison right now? Either that or, I think he's in prison. I know he at least got a fine. I'm thinking he's in prison. I'm hoping he is. Or he's going through the court system, something like that. But oh my god, when I first heard about this shit, I was so pissed about it, bro. Shit. Because that's like, you're poisoning people. He was spraying pesticides on people's shit. Like, he's poisoning innocent people. I think he tried to say that he would go back and take the ones that he sprayed and you know, take the ones out and buy those and like throw them away or whatever. But the fucking spray is, you know, do you know what spray is, nigga? That shit goes everywhere. Gets on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way you picked up all the ones that you needed to pick up. And thank God the store, you know, people that saw you, you know, made sure to exchange all of them. You know what I'm saying? Just to get rid of all of them and put some new ones out so that their customers didn't get infected by your stupidity. But yeah, how do you think that's a prank? To spray poison on people's foods? How is that a prank?
spraying bug spray on food at Walmart, which an idiot person TikToker called Charles Smith did back in 2025. Thankfully, he was arrested and charged for doing this because I cannot even articulate how dangerous this is. Because isn't poisoning people so funny? Ha 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 ha. Hilarious. Even though a lot of Gen Z say that millennials are cringe, at least we got to grow up in a time when we didn't have a phone in our hand 100% of the time, and we didn't have to film and document everything always. We didn't have to turn everything we were doing into content. We actually just got to enjoy things as they were happening. Gen Z, unfortunately, and the poor generations that are going to come after them, don't really have that luxury. They are living in a world where everything has to be documented, filmed, and blasted online for strangers to consume, judge, and like or dislike. And it's making people behave like absolute lunatics. I think this is why we are increasingly seeing influencers or influencer wannabes in the wild constantly interrupting ordinary life with their non-stop nonsense. Like this guy, for example, dancing obnoxiously in front of the Michael Jackson biopic screening, one that was somewhere, I don't know where this is, treating a public theater like his personal dance stage. Or this tool.
It's just somebody just knock him the fuck out. I don't give a shit, bro. I'm trying to watch the movie. I didn't pay the money to come here and see you do some fake ass Michael Jackson moves. Like, stop. I ain't come to see you. I came to see the movie. Alright? Don't make me knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Like, hell nah, bro. You thought people talking during the movie was annoying. This motherfucker's getting in front of the screen and dancing. Yeah, just knock him the fuck out real quick.
Who ordered a burrito while deliberately making the worker's job as difficult as possible to fulfill.
What's wrong? Why are you looking at my burrito like that? Okay. Yeah. Let me get some of this.
Fuck with me right now?
Nah, hell no.
This is a fucking joke.
Nah. Let me get a full scoop of it. Why you smacking it down? Yeah. Perfect.
I'm not gonna lie, this really pissed me off. At the end of this video, this guy gives a free burrito, the one he just made, that's full of wet ingredients only to a complete stranger, and then films that person dropping the food all over himself, which is just...
Yeah, bro, you shouldn't have even eaten that. You should have just thrown it away. If somebody gives you food, you can't, man, I honestly don't trust people. Maybe it's just me and my trust issues. Cause I don't trust none of y'all motherfuckers. I trust y'all to be human. I trust y'all to be people. I trust y'all to be human. Humans are flawed. I trust y'all to be you. That's all I'm saying. But if someone handed me food, I was just like, bro, what did you do to this? I'd be like, what did you do to this shit? I probably like put it down somewhere or like throw it away. Like I don't know if I could. Nah, bro. Y'all be trusting motherfuckers too easily. That shit makes it easy to lie to y'all. Shit.
It's just such a shitty thing to do. Harassing customer service and salespeople has actually sort of become its own genre of content, and it never gets less irritating and infuriating to watch. I just know that you people are not getting paid enough to deal with this crap. Same goes for harassing complete strangers in shopping centers or inconveniencing other people so that you can get your perfect shot. Imagine captioning this that other people have zero self-awareness.
Just stop.
Filthy Frank.
Just stop it.
Shout out to Filthy Frank, bro. We needed this one. We needed this meme.
Stop. No. Just stop it.
Okay, at least this one made me laugh. This girl sticky taped her phone to a tram in order to film a music video for herself, and then the tram was like, "Not today, Satan."
Bye, bitch. That's perfect. That's not. How did you think these things work? Huh? How did you think they got you from point A to point B? You thought they was just like a slow little cruise, in like nice little 3 mile an hour cruise? Is that what you thought? Damn. You still posted it. Why would you? Never mind, bro. Oh my! I don't understand why people do that. Hey man, y'all guys see my epic fail. I'm about to show it right now. I'm putting it online for everybody to see. My epic fail, my most embarrassing epic fail in the history of Lifetime. I'm gonna put this shit online to get some clout. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Own species to inevitably die out. We deserve it. But for all you good, lovely, nice people out there, there's one thing that you actually don't deserve, which is having your private information sold by data brokers online, which is why
Not
today's
a
video is sponsored
bad
by Incogni. Have you ever
segue.
taken
Not a bad segue. Not bad at all.
the time to Google yourself? Horrifying, isn't it? So much information out there. Things that you didn't even know could make it onto hundreds upon hundreds of these random web pages. For
Scammers
right
have
now,
used consumer
you
what-
might
what?
be okay with this. But what happens when someone decides to steal your identity using your social security number? Because they can buy that. What happens when they set up a credit card in your name and run up debt on that credit card or get into your bank account? I know this sounds
Speaking of credit cards, man, don't y'all gotta be aware of these card skimmers that people be using. You know what I'm saying? That if you run your card through that, then it will take your card's information and it'll read that you paid for whatever you pay for, but they just stole your card's information all the way to your bank and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So and they're attaching it to like the card readers. You know what I'm saying? And they just call them card skimmers. So but yeah, I think you have to swipe. So if you can tap. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? Yeah.
crazy and honestly terrifying, but it actually happens all the time and it's facilitated by data brokers. So it's a lot harder to steal your information if it's not out there for everyone to find. And thanks to Incogni, you can get your private information removed from data broker websites so freaks can't use it for evil. Thankfully, Incogni is insanely easy to use. You make an account, give Incogni the right to work for you, and then they set about getting your information removed from these websites. And honestly, every time I log into my account and check progress, I am astounded by just how many sites my information was on and how regularly Incogni is having to knock that information back down again.
Look how many of these sites are the same, like mugshot look, check secrets, all like 1, 2, 3, 4. You had to remove it 4 times in one day. Like, god damn, that's like what the publicsearcher.com. How many is this one gonna be? 1, 2.
Because yeah,
Never mind.
data brokers can re-add your information. Isn't that awful? But Incogni, once again, thankfully, continually sends takedown notices on your behalf. Another really cool feature of Incogni is their custom removal process too, where you can submit links to sites that have your information, and Incogni will set about getting that information removed. Since I signed up, Incogni has removed my information almost 1,500 times. 1,500. And saved me over 1,000 hours of doing this myself. On a serious note, I'm honestly just incredibly grateful that Incogni exists, and having this working in the background gives me so much peace of mind. So now is the time to fight back, fight the data brokers, keep your information safe by clicking the link in the description or going to incogni.com/Sydney. And of course, use code Sydney for 60% off an annual plan. I promise if you're like me and this freaks you out, you will feel so much safer knowing that Incogni's on your side. Just in April 2026, some Florida teenagers were arrested for filming themselves driving a lawnmower, a ride-on lawnmower, into
my
a target
God.
for content.
I heard about this. That gives me a headache, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Like, now I gotta be careful if I go to any store, because people are damn, bro. Like, this is popping up everywhere now. Like, it's not just in one spot, like one part of the United States. This is everybody around the world is starting to do this shit. Like, just harassing the public and filming it for views and clicks and likes. It's gonna be, if this keeps up, more people might become introverted out of necessity. It's a nice life to live. Welcome. If you need guidance, I'll be here to help you. Subscribe.
You guys can't see, but in this voiceover, I'm like indicating as if I'm driving the lawnmower. What is wrong with me? The day before this, apparently one of the teens went into a restaurant chain called Culver's, for people who aren't here in the United States, with a leaf blower. Once again, for content. I hope that sweet, sweet online dopamine rush was worth it, boys. There are endless
arrested,
examples on the
didn't they?
internet of regular people
yeah, but they
trying
also
to
got
be
out on
somebody,
bail.
making other regular people's lives
think.
so much harder,
Was it
just so
bail?
that
Yeah.
they can try their hand at their 15 minutes of fame. Like doing wheelies and deliberately hitting people's cars out in the world. Who does this? Who does this? I hope YouTube lets me keep this clip.
Like, bro, you know how much I pay for my like? If some just for a video talking about the prank, man, you better hope I don't clavicular ass. The clavicular manslaughter your ass. If you don't get it, clavicular is a streamer that hit somebody with his car and he got away with it.
Up because it really does indicate, to me at least, that so many people are just, they're not fit to walk among us. And in the last few months alone,
Wait, context is needed. The guy he hit was kind of harassing and stalking him at the same time. So there's the full context. So that's the guy he hit with the car.
a bunch of genuinely large creators on TikTok or YouTube or wherever have been arrested and charged for doing extremely stupid, absurd, illegal things. An American influencer called The Real Tarzan went to my home country, Australia, at the end of 2025 and tried to wrestle a crocodile. This is very, very illegal back home for freaking extremely obvious reasons.
Okay, but I ain't gonna lie. That's pissing off the crocodile. Like, that has no chance of pissing me off if I am outside the few times I have to be. So I'm cool with that. It doesn't matter to me. Obviously, it pisses off the animal, but so I'm not cool with that. So why can't people just find something to do to themselves for like no, let me not say that because they might try some stupid shit. Y'all remember that TikTok trend that got somebody killed? That
Reasons that I hope are
bro, TikTok is actually like, if TikTok was a human, TikTok would be like a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? So TikTok is kind of like a serial killer because it just keeps pushing people to try new stupid shit until they die trying. Get rich or die trying, literally. You can't get rich off of TikTok. Unless you have like hundreds of millions, right? Tens of millions of people, right?
obvious.
That's the last of my worries. There's big crocs in here, so we gotta get out here pretty fast because it's getting ugly pretty quick.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay?
Don't do this, guys. I'm serious. They're not toys. They're living creatures. They're prehistoric living creatures with big snappy snaps.
Man, what if there's one day whatever the fourth dimension is, one day we come in contact with the fourth dimension. And those beings are bigger than us. They start picking us up and doing that shit out of nowhere. I'd be pissed, bro. I'd be like, man, I didn't do this shit to the animals. Nah, I'm not one of the ones. Why you still, man, sorry, you all gotta get it. Fuck. Just get picked up and like just play with it as a toy by some other fourth dimensional being. I'd be pissed.
Either both of us.
I'm going to tell you all this generally as a rule. I want you to absorb it into your souls.
What's up,
The
Sid?
quickest way to make actual Australians hate your ever-loving guts is by messing with Australian wildlife. Any Aussie, even if they're like a bit naughty, will have such a problem with you messing with any of our animals. Just don't do it. Be respectful of the animals and Aussies will be fine with you.
I mean, y'all gotta live with giant ass fucking spiders that crawl into your house. I've seen the videos that happen in Australia. I've seen that shit. Y'all gotta live with giant ass spiders in your house. I mean, I'd want to live peacefully with that shit in my house too. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, if you hit that animal, that's just gonna get back to the spider. That's my roommate's gonna find out, bro. Just trust me. The animals will tell them. And I gotta deal with that shit when I get home. So don't do that shit, bro. I need that spider jumping on my face when I get home. Trying to sleep tonight, not suffocate, not get bitten to death, nigga.
for the most part. Also littering. That makes Australians really mad. Don't litter. A French influencer called
Those
something.
spiders will eat humans if you piss them off. They will get together and work together just to eat one human if you piss one of the other animals in Australia off. And that's why Australians get pissed if you try to touch their animals.
Annoying, I'm sure, was recently sentenced to 6 months in prison for pretending to inject random people with a syringe.
What the fuck?
I obviously don't need to
Maybe this influencer sentenced to 6 months of jail time for viral syringe injection pranks. Amine Mojito, the French internet personality known as, was sentenced by the Paris criminal court on October 3rd. By Luke Shinman. Crimson Chin? You related? You know him? Your family knows him? Crimson? All right, cool. Tell him I say hi. That show was cool.
tell you why this is a massive problem.
Nah, I shoot him, bro. Nah, I shoot him, bro. I shoot him. Okay, obviously I wouldn't like shoot him, like, nah, but like, bro, this, I might. That's fucked up. I'm like, pull a gun on him, like, hey, what'd you inject me with? Pull a gun, hey, what'd you inject me? You gotta get a question, you gotta get the answers, right? He's gonna freak out because he's like, oh, this was just a prank, bro, it's just a prank. I said, no, what would you inject me with? It's gonna happen, right? Like, if he keeps up, it's gonna happen.
Obviously, this is so beyond not funny. There's actually sort of another genre of video that I've seen like this, these prank kind of videos where people will throw flour or water or some other completely benign substance in someone's face, but those people react so afraid when it happens to them because how do they know that someone didn't just throw acid at them or some other caustic substance or something like that? It's just, it makes me really mad. There was one video that I was thinking of that I wanted to show.
I don't like people in the first place, obviously, but like, nigga, if I'm in the store and some shit comes falling onto my head, and I look behind and you're just sitting there like, nigga, I'm gonna have words for you, bro. And those words might come in different forms, shapes, sizes. They might become physical words, you know what I'm saying? Because words hurt.
Show you all, but I couldn't find it. But I commented on it when it came up on my feed on Instagram, and I said, like, this is not funny at all. And all these people responded to me telling me to get a sense of humor, and I can't help but think they are stupid and wrong and awful, and I am correct. And you know, the worst part about traumatizing people for views and pranking people like this for views is that doing crappy things to other human beings gets rewarded on social media with amplification and likes and comments and views, and other people then also doing the same behaviors. It just makes me mad. I hate the fact that people can build entire careers on being horrible human beings out in the world to other human beings, and apparently all of this is what the algorithm favors. So we are so screwed. Back in June 2025, another American influencer was charged with a series.
What the fuck? Police social media prankster arrested for unlawful surveillance. Bro, we don't. It should just be minimum 2 years prison. Like automatic 2 years in prison. People getting arrested for this shit now. Just 2 years in prison. Just that's it, bro. You were doing this for social media? Yep, I see his account right here. You were on TikTok, nigga. Not even on. Nigga. It was on TikTok, nigga. You not even on fucking YouTube, nigga. You're not even streaming on at least Party, Kick, Twitch. You ain't even streaming on those. You want TikTok? You did this for TikTok views, nigga?
of pranks. I'm doing pranks with little quote marks here for all of you that you can't see, where he threw food around people's homes and in restaurants. In one video, it shows this imbecile person pouring a bucket of beans over his head and onto the floor of a restaurant, forcing the owners to close early to clean up the mess. Another video.
Where do you think he gets this stuff that he's throwing on himself? He gets them from the, like where do you think he gets this shit from? Is he getting some of this from the people inside? I doubt that. Like, if he just orders a bucket full of shit, you think somebody would get that, give him that shit? I think somebody would eventually be dumb enough to.
Video shows him pouring a huge container of egg yolks on his head outside of Ralph's famous Italian ices.
Why?
This complete bag of smashed buttholes also convinced nice people to let him use their bathrooms, and then when he got in their houses, he also did something similar and made a huge mess.
Okay, nah, bro. Nah, now you're in my personal space and you're doing that shit. Did your parents not raise you right? You're not disciplined when you were a kid? You got to do anything you wanted? Is that how you grow up like this? Is that how you grow up to be somebody like that? You weren't raised right. You didn't learn shit.
What the hell? And don't get me wrong, guys, not all influencers are doing things like this. Others are just straight up giving people body dysmorphia. Let's take a look at Looksmaxes and Clavicula, for example. Clavicula, who, fun fact, is known in my household as Claviclor because I had no idea what his screen name was, and that's what came to mind the first time I said it, so that's how he's known now. His real name was...
Seriously, why is he shaking her this entire time? Like, he's just shaking her.
That's what came to mind the first time I said it, so that's how he's known now. His real name is Braden Peters, and he's a 20-year-old streamer who has become the face of the looksmaxing movement. Lucky him. He promotes things like bone smashing, like literally using a hammer to smash his own face to create microfractures, hoping that the bones heal back sharper and more chiseled, although that's not how bones work, but okay.
Don't forget, this guy also has allegations of him having sex with a minor. She was 16. He also gave said minor alcohol, and he's on stream giving this minor a chemical mixture of fat dissolving acids mixed with meth, injecting it into her cheek, allegedly. But that part is on stream, so.
My mom used to take these away when I was growing up because I was always bone smashing.
He's apparently been injecting steroids since his teen years, which he admits has left him infertile, smoking crystal meth to suppress his appetite and hollow out his cheeks, as you do, and experimenting with peptides and planning major surgeries like double jaw reconstruction. Okay.
Dude,
He's just trying to live that rich millionaire boy life that you see on TV. That's all. He saw that shit, he's like, man, I want to do that shit. Nah, he's doing that shit. See, ladies and gentlemen, your thoughts do become reality. How do you think he got to this point?
I was the best looking when I was doing the most drugs. So I don't know what you're talking about. All the return to prime clav. That's when I was doing meth literally every day.
If you don't use drugs, you can just about be anything you want to be.
He even landed in hospital very recently after a suspected overdose on one of his live streams, and then immediately bounced right back to everything. And if you don't think that people like Claviclaw over here are having an impact on young people, let me assure you that he is. Which is why parents are now starting to freak out about their own children hitting themselves in the face with garage tools. Well,
Bruh, hold up. Bruh, imagine you're a parent. Imagine you're a parent. Bruh. Okay, so you're a parent, right? You just got off work. 8-hour shift, 10-hour shift, 12-hour shift, whatever, 16-hour shift. I know y'all nurses be putting in work. Doctors too. I see you. You come home after a long ass shift and you see your kid smacking, they've been smacking themselves. You see your kids smacking themselves in the face with a hammer repeatedly. Oh my god. You see your child, your little baby, the one that he will never not be your little baby. You just see him sitting there smiling at you, smacking yourself in the face with a hammer. Hold on, wait. Let me show you. Hold on. Wait.
I was freak out about
You walk in. This is what you see.
their own children hitting themselves in the face
It just
with garage tools.
That's what you see. And you're like,
Oh my god, they're retarded.
what the fuck are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's just funny as fuck. Oh my god. Oh man. Okay. Let's get back to the video.
So the thing people don't know about climaxing is like you actually have salt in your tears. So what I do is I take the tears and I put it in my hair and it's almost like sea salt spray. It's not fucking funny stuff.
That's it. That's too much internet. We need to bomb the data centers.
I said what I said about that when we saw it in the beginning. I ain't gonna repeat myself. It is what it is.
I think you can also just go to the shop and buy some sea salt hairspray or something. I just want to do some T-maxing, you know, like I put it on my fingertips and then I put it in my butthole and then it just makes me, it like rejuvenates me from the inside out, you know? I'm still going to drink this, of course. My hands are clean. I don't usually put my fingers in orifices. I mean, look, I get it. This is probably a joke. I hope it's a joke. If it's not a joke, I have questions. But these people are such weirdos that it's actually getting really hard to tell. I really do think that the looks maxing movement and the influences associated with it.
She recorded that. She knew it was weird when she said it. She knew it was weird when she said it. She decided to keep it in there and just go with it. This is why she did it. I gotta respect it. She knew it said weird when she said it.
That are quite interesting because this really is just body dysmorphia with a really, you know, a fancier name. And I do think in a lot of ways it kind of mirrors the same thing that we see on skinny talk and fat acceptance talk. It's just, it's almost like orthorexia. It's taking things a little bit too far. Yes, you should diet and exercise and be nice to your body and try to look nice if that's what you want to do, but I'm not so sure about some of the ways that we're achieving this. This generation of boys should be lifting weights and eating properly and living normal lives, but instead they're stuck here measuring their mandibles and smashing their skulls and injecting God knows what into their faces, all because clout-chasing influencers turned mental illness into a marketable content strategy.
What the?
Find the zygote and then go right under it.
What's wrong with people?
And you want to go down your face. Ooh, that feels good. And then do it on both sides. And then blend it. But there's another trick after this that you gotta do. So, once you do this, this adds facial angularity. Like you'll see on camera, just kind of like adds a shadow and then come above that with something that's shiny, and it actually emphasizes it even more. So I got this blush, it's shiny. Put this on, and then watch this. Watch this. Put it all on the nasolabial fold area. There you go. That's like the coloring and the angularity at once. Pretty mog in it. Pretty mog.
You don't want to be like this.
You don't
This
want to
is
be like that
disgusting.
at all.
This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would.
What's so bizarre about not only LooksMaxes, but just so many of these new aged influencers too, is that they feel a need to live stream every waking minute of their day from dawn till dusk. They're telling us what they're doing. They're sharing everything about their lives with us. And there's something about that that's just very unhealthy. Their audiences are also wildly dedicated to them, and perhaps the weird part about that is that many of these people are children, and they have access to all of this, and access to other platforms, like Twitch, which apparently doesn't stop the likes of influencer Morgpie, whom I have honestly never heard of before making this video.
You don't want to hear about her.
Kink
You really
stuff.
don't.
Kink stuff, yeah, on live stream. Okay.
One sec. Place. Good.
Bruh, that's just, nigga. You poor thing.
Good. Okay, where were we?
Is this a GIMP? What is going on here? I actually think an entire area of influencers that nobody talks about are those who proudly display their kink and fetish interests on mainstream platforms now. Also out in the real world as well, of course. Especially people who...
I don't know what I would do if I ever saw this in person, bro. Nah, man. This is why I don't go outside. Right here. This is why I don't go outside, bro. The entire reason, my entire reasoning, because people. That's it. That's all. That's my reason for not going outside, bro. People. That's y'all. That's how I see it.
who wear collars and do sort of puppy play stuff out in the world. I would like for you not to do that. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see this. And more importantly, you should know that this belongs in your own home, behind closed doors, with the lights off. But like I said, the age of influencers has taught young people that the rest of humanity should have access to all the weird crap that you do and think and feel.
Bro, this chick is so annoying. Please don't be like this girl. You decide to be an influencer, world. You decide to do this, and you decide to be an influencer. Please don't be these levels. Let her be the only one that reaches this level of energy. Like that, okay? Let her be the only one. Thank you.
Every waking minute of the day. And if someone shows up and God forbid
We don't
tells
need
you
more
to
of
stop,
that.
apparently that person is the one at fault. And for some absolutely crazy reason that is inexplicable to me, this also extends to the medical industry. I am alarmed. I'm sure you've all seen the videos of wannabe influencer nurses and doctors dancing and mucking around in hospitals or other health practices. But some of this has been taken to the nth degree. I found a story about a TikTok doctor. This is really disturbing. I found a story about a TikTok doctor called Windle Butte, or Boot, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. Once again, sorry, I'm so bad at names. Who, while performing actual surgeries on real-life human beings, was filming herself dancing and lip-syncing. Her team was dancing and lip-syncing, all while patients were sedated on the operating table. This is horrifying.
Oh my.
She often...
Bruh. People are nervous enough to have to go into surgery. Like, people are already nervous enough. They don't want to do that shit. The last thing they need to know or see is like you're doing this in the middle of surgery, like while they're knocked out on their fucking gurney, they're just sitting there. Like, bro, come on, man. That's the last thing they need to know.
And held scalpels and other surgical instruments, sometimes without gloves or masks, over partially exposed patients. This, of course, got her license suspended because
They got time for that shit? Like, shouldn't you be like attending to my whatever I needed. Like I'm not there waiting for you to finish your TikTok. I'm there to get some surgery done. Like, come on, let's go.
Because thankfully, I guess here logic prevails, but she argued that
Dancing doctor agrees to 2.5-year suspension of medical license.
oh my god, this is crazy. She argued that all of her patients were consenting to these events. It's so funny. Obviously, I wrote this. I wrote my own script, but rereading it out loud for all of you, I'm reading this again and going, what? What is happening? Since going viral and being suspended, this doctor has been sued for malpractice, alleging negligence and messed up procedures, infections, disfigurement, and so on. Recent news from 2024 and 2025 even outline how she gave one patient brain damage through her cosmetic procedure, and how she also illegally started practicing medicine again in Texas in 2024. I think we need to have some better, standards for medical staff here, guys. How did this woman get hired again? What should deeply and inherently alarm most of you, if not all of you, is the fact that this is not the first doctor who's done something like this, and this is not the first doctor who's been arrested and been disciplined for doing things like this to patients.
Of course, there's a bunch of them. They probably have like their own little app where they send shit to them. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Bruh. As somebody who's been through surgery like twice, well, way more than twice, actually. To even think my doctors were like, just like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's a disgust. It's like in there. It's like there's like a disgust, like a certain disgust you have. It's seeped in there. You just feel it. Know what I'm saying? Huh.
Nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred. So I think what I've shown you so far is pretty bad, pretty unawe-inspiring. But one of the things that I find very concerning about this age of new influences is how much it's all affecting children. And I know that in every era, for whatever reason, we've had someone somewhere saying that it's going to affect the kids, be it video games or violent shows or whatever. But in this case, it really is affecting the kids, and they really are mirroring what they're seeing online. I don't love showing children in videos for what I hope are obvious reasons, but here you can see this little kid slashing a jumping castle while someone else films him and other people.
Bro, that's fucked up. What the? Why does a kid have access to a knife, bro? Who was watching their children? Like, who? Like, what the fuck? Why is this something that can happen? Bitch, you can't, like, what? He had to go get a sharp object and then walk back over here to do this. And it was caught on camera. Bruh. Are y'all just failing at parenting on purpose? Y'all want to be parents, huh? Damn.
Are inside. I feel like this child should be on a list. Maybe? There's also this clip where a child is behind the camera. He sounds very young, and he got caught stealing alcohol, I think from what I read, and immediately jumped on a live stream to film the officers and swear at them and berate them and call them the N-word. He's talking about showing them on his live stream and how he's gonna smack the hell out of them. I'm obviously toning down the language, but you get the idea.
Man, stop playing on me, bro. Bro, you want scrap? Do you want scrap? Do you want me to turn my live on the other camera so we can box? And I'm gonna beat the shit out of you with 140 views on my shit, nigga. Cause my shit busting, nigga.
He does eventually turn the camera around so that we can see what he looks like. And there's a joke in there. But I will not be making it. Now, while a ton of this behavior obviously results in legal...
No, we can tell from the voice how he sounds, how he looks. We could, if you can't tell from just that voice how he looks, then that's just a joke you'll never get then.
Consequences, as I've described already. The unfortunate thing is that some of it also results in fatalities and loss of life. There is such little regard for life right now, as long as someone is able to get the reinforcement that they want on social media. Like the child slashing the jumping castle isn't thinking about how it's going to hurt the kids that are actually in there. And the insane doctor isn't thinking about maybe killing her patients, which is horrifying.
Whoa, what the
but
fuck?
all they care about is the dopamine rush from posting the video on the internet. This is probably pretty obvious, but some of these pranks result in death, and they have been resulting in death for quite some time. In 2021, two Canadian
Imagine, nah. Hold up. You're on the you're getting, and you're in the middle of getting work done, bro. You're in the middle of getting work done. And this bitch is cutting you while she's dancing.
horrifying, but all they care about is the
Cutting you while she dances, bro. And you're just sitting there. You're open. You're most vulnerable. I don't know where she's cutting. I don't know what kind of surgery that was, but like, what if one false move? You know what I'm saying? That's all you got. That's all it, like, think about it. What if one false move?
patients, which is horrifying, but all they care about is the dopamine rush from posting the video on the internet. This is probably pretty obvious, but some of these pranks result in death, and they have been resulting in death for quite some time. In 2021, two Canadian...
Imagine your loved one, your dad, your mom, your brother, your sister, in the middle of a surgery. Life risk, you know what I'm saying? And this bitch is dancing and filming a TikTok. And she continues dancing while she goes to cut into you. She fucks up. And now your life is at risk because she wanted clicks and views. And then you die in surgery. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your loved one, your family member, your aunt, your girl, your boy, whatever. Just dead because this doctor was filming a TikTok. She fucked up.
Canadian influencers were arrested for pretending to rob a bank and getting an Uber driver held at gunpoint by police when they called him as their getaway vehicle, but he had no idea what was happening, and this could have ended so badly if he'd done anything differently. In another 2021 prank, again prank with quotes, a YouTuber was shot and killed when he pretended to rob some people in Nashville with knives. What is wrong with this generation? In late
Holy fuck. Holy shit. Y'all are stupid.
late 2025, a 17-year-old was killed and another young
I can breathe now.
man was grievously injured when a group of boys participated in a TikTok trend that involved riding the top of a folding table tied to the back of a car. I'm showing you a still of this video because I am absolutely positive.
This is natural selection at play, bro. That's all this is. That's all this is. Natural selection at play. Some people's genes weren't meant to be passed on.
That YouTube will not allow me to put the actual video on this platform. In February 2026, just a few months ago now, it was reported that a Colombian influencer drowned after he performed a stunt jumping off a bridge into a river. In the video, he tells the camera in Spanish, "See you later," and then he jumps, and as he's trying to swim to the riverbank, he's just swept away by the current. The absolute wild thing is that influencers getting themselves killed in either the stupidest ways humanly possible, self self-deleting or being murdered is so
Anything for clicks and views, huh? Come on, people. What's wrong with y'all? Anything for clicks and views? What's wrong with y'all?
prevalent that it even led to a slew of articles in late 2025 asking why so many of them are dying. I think that's sort of obvious there, Stephen. As we get more and more and more online, although I think we're already pretty much there, the world of influencing is just going to continue to expand. We're going to have more people on all of these social media platforms trying their hand at infamy and virality and their 15 minutes of fame. One of my personal biggest problems with social media is the fact that insanity and extreme behavior is rewarded by the algorithm. People want to watch the car crash, and I know that humanity's probably always been like this, but in large part it means that in podcast land, meaningful discussions and debates have fallen by the wayside in exchange for screaming at each other and conflict and whatnot. In the world of
just going for what's entertaining.
Influencing, cute people with their cute followings and their cute presence on the internet is falling by the wayside because that just doesn't generate as much interaction as they would hope. And what is replacing all of this is extremism and radicalism and crazy behavior and extreme behavior that, like I said, is leading to loss of life and injuries and just generally disrupting the lives of others. Without any guardrails, with so many parents not doing any meaningful parenting with their children and teaching.
Hey, you gotta go back to spanking your kids. It all goes back to just, hey, spank your kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, if they get out of the line, you know what I'm saying? Just spank your kid. You know what I'm saying?
Teaching them not to
stop making us have to deal with that shit, bro.
Do these type of things. Like I said, we're just going to see more and more and more of this. And I'm positive that in the not too distant future, I'm probably going to be talking to you once again about this next level of craziness that comes out of this next generation of influencers who are coming down the pipeline. In the end, I do find it quite sad and disappointing that this is the current ecosystem of the online space. But like I've mentioned, as long as you have people being rewarded for this kind of behavior, they will be incentivized to continue to act this way. So I guess the rest of us are probably just going to have to stand here watching from the sidelines and let everybody else fight for their spot at the top of the idiot pyramid. Now, on that note, and before I open the floor to all of you, this is just
whoever gets there wins.
a reminder, check out Incogni using the link in the description. This is actually such a massive, pervasive issue, the issue of data brokers and whatnot. So I really, really, really super encourage you to go and check out Incogni. And if this is something that you are concerned about, absolutely sign up, make an account. I promise you won't regret it. Now I open the floor to all of you. What do you all think? What do you make of the influencers? Tell me, do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you wish that they just go away? Do you think that there's probably some line here on what is acceptable and what's not? Do you think that everything is fine? Do you think that they're sort of just taking themselves out and it's natural selection at play when these people do things dumb enough that get themselves killed or get other people?
That's literally what I just said. That's literally what I just said. Oh shit.
People killed. What do you think of the look smaxers and the bone smashing and all these kind of things? Is this good? Is this bad? Is this body dysmorphia? And what do you generally make of this issue?
It's entertaining. I'm not doing it. If I was a parent, I wouldn't be letting my kid do it. I just feel like, man, when I go out in public, like, I don't want to deal with some of y'all's kids because, like, y'all be annoying as fuck. People are already annoying. Some of y'all really be annoying as fuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Shit.
Overall. As always, if you have made it this far in the video, congratulations. I always like having you along for the full ride. If you are new here and you're not subscribed already and you would like to see more of me and more of this kind of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel as well as leaving this video a like and a comment because I do read the majority of them and I like hearing your feedback. Like I always say, I hope you stay safe and well and make good choices, and I probably won't see you guys before the weekend, so have a tremendous weekend and I will see your wonderful little faces in the next video.
There you have it. Bruh, influencers are a disease. So it's almost like pick your poison. maybe you can pick the right one, and like, I don't know, not become less of an asshole at least.